Grease and its sequel, Grease 2, continue to captivate audiences with their unforgettable music, dazzling dance moves, and nostalgic charm. Over 40 years since the first film hit theaters, the stars who brought Danny, Sandy, and the rest of the iconic T-Birds and Pink Ladies to life have all led fascinating lives. But what have they been up to since then? As we step into 2024, it's time to revisit the cast of both films and see where they are now, whether it's in Hollywood, behind the scenes, or enjoying life outside of the spotlight. From career highlights to personal milestones, join us as we uncover the enduring impact of Grease and discover how the beloved stars have evolved over the years. Olivia Newton-John, born on September 26, 1948, in Cambridge, England, played the sweet and innocent Sandy Olsen in Grease, 1978, and its sequel Grease 2, 1982. At 29 years old during filming, Newton-John's portrayal of the beloved Sandy became an emblem of 1970s cinema and solidified her place in pop culture. Though her career flourished in both music and film, Olivia's personal life was fraught with struggles. She battled breast cancer for over 30 years, a fight that she openly shared with the world. Despite undergoing multiple treatments and surgeries, she remained a symbol of resilience and hope for many. In her personal life, Olivia's relationships were also marred by challenges. She married actor Matt Lattanzi in 1984, but they divorced in 1995. She later found love with John Easterling, whom she married in 2008, but her battle with cancer continued to overshadow her later years. Olivia passed away on August 8, 2022, at the age of 73, after losing her battle with cancer, leaving behind a legacy of courage and advocacy. Jeff Conaway, born on October 5, 1950, played Kennedy in Grease, 1978, and Grease 2, 1982, where he portrayed Danny's loyal yet rough around the edges best friend. At 27 years old during the filming of Grease, Conaway was full of promise as an actor, but his personal life was fraught with challenges. Conaway struggled with substance abuse throughout his life, which severely impacted both his career and relationships. His first marriage to actress Carrie Young ended in divorce, and he married twice more, but his struggles with addiction and health issues persisted. Conaway's career took a hit, with few major roles after his iconic role in Grease. He faced significant health problems, including a battle with depression and a severe addiction to painkillers, which led to his death at 60 on May 27, 2011, from pneumonia and sepsis. His tragic life reflected the difficulties of living in the spotlight while dealing with personal demons. Joan Blondell, born on August 30, 1906, in New York City, played the role of Vi, the kind and supportive waitress at the Frosty Palace, in Grease, 1978. At 71 years old during filming, Blondell's portrayal brought a maternal warmth to the movie, offering guidance to the younger characters. However, Joan's life off-screen was far from the warm and comforting role she portrayed. She experienced numerous personal hardships, including multiple marriages. Her first marriage to director and producer Dick Powell ended in divorce in 1934. Later, her relationship with actor and producer Michael Todd was also short-lived due to his sudden death in a plane crash in 1958. Her career was marked by both triumphs and financial struggles, with periods of obscurity. Joan's final years were overshadowed by her battle with leukemia, which ultimately claimed her life on December 25, 1979, at the age of 73. Despite her successes, Joan Blondell's personal life was a constant reminder of the fragility of happiness, both in love and career. Sid Caesar, born on September 8, 1922, was well known for his role as Coach Calhoun in Grease, 1978, where he portrayed the lively and humorous gym teacher at Rydell High. At 55 years old during filming, Sid had already established a legendary career in comedy, though his life and career were far from smooth. Raised in New York, Sid experienced an early trauma when he was sent to a reform school due to his behavioral issues. His rise to fame in the 1950s and 1960s as a comedic genius on television was remarkable, but behind the scenes, his personal life was marked by significant struggles, including 2 failed marriages. His addiction to alcohol further complicated his personal and professional life, leading to periods of depression and withdrawal from the public eye. Despite his struggles, Sid continued to work in the entertainment industry, with Grease being one of his last notable roles. He passed away on February 12, 2014, at the age of 91 from natural causes, leaving behind a complex legacy of both brilliance and personal conflict. Dodie Goodman, born on October 28, 1914, appeared in Grease, 1978, as Blanche, the quirky and lovable secretary at Rydell High. At 63 years old during filming, Dodie had already built a career spanning over 4 decades. However, her personal life was marred by tragedy. She was raised in a working-class family in the Midwest and faced the early loss of her father, which left a lasting emotional impact. Dodie's romantic life was far from happy, with a difficult and ultimately failed marriage. She never remarried and lived her life alone, which contributed to a sense of loneliness. Despite this, she was adored for her roles on Broadway and television, where her comedic timing and eccentric charm won her many fans. In her later years, Dodie struggled with health problems but remained a beloved figure in Hollywood. She passed away on June 22, 2008, at the age of 93 from natural causes, her life a blend of professional success and personal sadness. Dick Patterson, born on April 11, 1929, played the strict and disciplined Mr. Spears in Grease, 1978, a role that reflected his steady presence in Hollywood. At 53 years old during filming, Dick had been a fixture in television and film for years, taking on numerous supporting roles. However, his personal life was filled with hardship. Growing up in a financially unstable family, he faced emotional challenges from an early age. Dick's marriage ended in divorce, as his wife struggled with addiction, and he, too, sought solace in alcohol. These personal issues affected his career and strained relationships with those around him. Despite the setbacks, Dick continued to work, though his health began to deteriorate in his later years. He passed away on September 20, 1999, at the age of 70, with the details of his death undisclosed. His life was one of quiet resilience, marked by personal battles and a steady, if often overlooked, career in Hollywood. John Travolta, born on February 18, 1954, in Englewood, New Jersey, played the iconic role of Danny Zuko in Grease, 1978, and its sequel Grease 2, 1982. At 23 years old during the filming of the first movie, Travolta's portrayal of the charismatic, rebellious leader of the T-Birds became a defining role in his career. However, his life wasn't without its own struggles. Despite the immense success he experienced after Grease, with hits like Saturday Night Fever and Pulp Fiction, his personal life was marked by tragedy. Travolta faced the heartbreaking loss of his son, Jet, in 2009, who passed away at the young age of 16 due to a seizure. In 2020, he also lost his beloved wife, Kelly Preston, after her private battle with breast cancer. Although he remains active in his career, starring in films and supporting charitable causes, Travolta's life has undeniably been shaped by profound grief. Now 70 years old, he continues to mourn these losses, finding solace in his family and remaining a beloved figure in Hollywood. Stockard Channing, born on February 13, 1944, in New York City, portrayed the unforgettable Betty Rizzo in Grease, 1978, and its sequel Grease 2, 1982. At 33 years old during the filming, Channing's portrayal of the sassy, sharp-tongued leader of the Pink Ladies earned her critical acclaim. Behind her tough exterior, however, Stockard's life had been marked by personal challenges. She faced a tumultuous marriage to her first husband, Walter Wager, which ended in divorce, and later struggled with several personal setbacks, including the death of close friends and family. Stockard has been candid about her battle with depression and her journey to find balance in her life. Though her career has been successful, with notable roles in The West Wing and 6 Degrees of Separation, the ups and downs in her personal life have shaped her worldview. Now 80 years old, she continues to act occasionally, while maintaining a private life far from the public eye. Kelly Ward, born on November 17, 1956, is currently 68 years old. He portrayed Pucci in the classic 1978 film Grease, a goofy yet endearing member of the T-Birds gang. During the filming of Grease, Kelly was just 21 years old, a young man ready to make his mark in Hollywood. While he enjoyed a few other film and television roles following Grease, including appearances in The Dukes of Hazzard and The Love Boat, his career did not quite take off as expected. He faced a series of struggles behind the scenes, including personal battles with addiction, which led to a series of failed projects and a strained professional life. In terms of relationships, Kelly has had a tumultuous love life, with a few failed marriages and no lasting family ties. The emotional toll from both his career's disappointments and personal issues left him dealing with long periods of isolation. Now at 68, Kelly has distanced himself from the public eye and lives a quiet life, though his career in the entertainment industry remains part of his history. Barry Pearl, born on March 29, 1950, is best known for his role as Didi in Grease, 1978, a fun-loving and somewhat goofy member of the T-Birds. At 28 years old during filming, Pearl's charm and comedic timing made Didi a fan favorite. However, after Grease, Pearl struggled to secure roles that matched his success in the film. He appeared in TV shows and theater, but none of these opportunities elevated his career to the same heights. Pearl's personal life was also marked by challenges, including a divorce from his wife Linda, with whom he had 2 children. Despite his struggles, he found a measure of stability through his work in theater, both as an actor and a director. Today, at 74, Pearl continues to be active in the entertainment industry, but his life has been one of quiet perseverance, with his post-Grease career marked by lesser-known roles and a continued passion for performance. Michael Tucci, born on April 15, 1946, played Sonny in Grease, 1978, at the age of 32, portraying a laid-back and humorous member of the T-Birds. His career, though promising, never achieved the same level of success as his role in Grease. After the film, Tucci found himself typecast in similar roles but struggled to break into more substantial parts. He was married to actress Diane Tucci, and they had 2 children, but their marriage ended in divorce after 15 years. Tucci also dealt with personal issues, including depression and substance abuse, which took a toll on his career and personal life. Despite these challenges, he found fulfillment in theater, where he worked as both an actor and director. Now 78, Tucci has largely stayed out of the public eye but continues to look back on his time in Grease as a defining moment in his career, despite the personal and professional difficulties he faced afterward. Didi Conn was born on July 13, 1951, and is 73 years old today. She brought to life Frenchie, the pink lady with big dreams of becoming a beautician, in Grease, 1978. At 26 years old during the film's production, Didi's warm, nurturing portrayal of Frenchie made her an instant fan favorite. However, her life after Grease was filled with professional ups and downs. Although she continued acting in both film and television, she struggled to land roles as significant as Frenchie. In the early 1990s, she faced a personal tragedy when her marriage to her first husband ended in divorce. A few years later, Didi remarried, but this second marriage was also fraught with challenges, leading to emotional distress. She has 1 child, a son, but the pressures of both motherhood and her uncertain career caused much strain. Despite the adversity, Didi's resilience and passion for acting kept her active in various charitable causes. Now, in her 70s, Didi continues to make occasional appearances at Grease-related events, cherishing her legacy while quietly navigating the complexities of her personal life. Frankie Avalon, born on September 18, 1940, played the teen angel in Grease, 1978, charming audiences with his smooth voice and carefree persona in the memorable beauty school dropout scene. At 37, he was already a well-known figure in Hollywood, having enjoyed a successful career as a teen idol in the 1950s and 1960s. While Frankie's career was glittering, his personal life faced darker moments. He married his longtime love, Catherine, in 1963, and together they had 8 children. However, the pressures of balancing fame and family life were difficult, with Frankie admitting to experiencing periods of deep personal struggle, particularly with the fear of losing his privacy. The loss of his beloved father in the early 1970s left him devastated, and he turned to alcohol to cope with the grief, nearly losing his family in the process. Thankfully, after years of hardship, he found redemption and renewed his commitment to his wife and children. Today, Frankie Avalon is 84, living a relatively quiet life, focusing on his family and the occasional return to the spotlight for special projects, now well into his 80s. Dinah Manoff, born on January 25, 1956, is now 68 years old. She portrayed Marty Maraschino in Grease, 1978, at the age of 22, the flirtatious and glamorous member of the Pink Ladies. Her character, with her sophisticated style and bold attitude, captivated audiences and became a standout in the film. In her personal life, Dinah faced significant challenges. She struggled with the expectations placed on her as a child of well-known parents. Her father, actor Lee Grant, was a celebrated figure, and her mother, actress and writer, had a tumultuous career. In the late 1980s, Dinah's marriage to actor and director Sam Friedman was fraught with difficulty, leading to a painful divorce in the early 1990s. While they had 2 children, their family life was often overshadowed by the pressures of her acting career and the emotional toll of her troubled marriage. Despite this, Dinah found solace in her work and managed to build a solid career in television and theater. Though she has kept a relatively low profile in recent years, she is still alive and is now focused on personal growth and her family. Jamie Donnelly, born on May 8, 1947, is now 77 years old. She portrayed Jan, the fun-loving and slightly eccentric member of the Pink Ladies in Grease, 1978. At 31 years old during the film's production, Jamie brought a unique charm to her character, making Jan a standout despite the ensemble cast. After Grease, Jamie's career took a more subdued path. She had several roles in television and film, including guest appearances on shows like MASH * and The Ropers, but her fame remained largely tied to her role as January. Jamie also faced significant personal struggles, including the death of her first husband in a car accident, which left her emotionally scarred and delayed her professional pursuits. She eventually remarried, but this marriage also ended in divorce after several years. She has 2 children, but her family life, too, was marked by instability. Now in her late 70s, Jamie has distanced herself from acting, focusing on a quiet life away from the media. She occasionally makes appearances at fan conventions but largely remains out of the public eye. Eve Arden, born on April 30, 1908, and passing away on November 12, 1990, at the age of 82, brought her timeless charm to the role of Principal McGee in Grease, 1978. At 69, she delivered a stellar performance as the stern yet humorous authority figure at Rydell High. However, her life off-screen was not as smooth as it appeared. As a prominent actress during Hollywood's golden age, she often found herself navigating the complexities of fame. Her first marriage to actor and director Brooks West ended in a painful divorce, and she later remarried Henry Morgan, a fellow actor. Despite her successes, Eve struggled with a series of personal losses, including the deaths of close friends and the untimely passing of her beloved second husband. The weight of these events took a toll on her health, and she was diagnosed with colorectal cancer, which ultimately led to her death on November 12, 1990, at the age of 82. Her legacy remains intact, but her final years were marked by illness and solitude, with her last days spent fighting both cancer and heart disease. Maxwell Caulfield, born on November 23, 1959, in London, played Michael Carrington, Sandy's cousin, in Grease 2, 1982. At 22 years old during the filming, Maxwell brought a sense of charm and sincerity to the character, a British exchange student eager to prove himself at Rydell High. While Grease 2 was not as successful as its predecessor, it became a cult classic, largely due to Maxwell's standout performance. However, his life off-screen was filled with personal struggles. Caulfield's early career was marked by high expectations, but he was often relegated to less significant roles after Grease 2. He married actress Juliette Mills in 1980, but their relationship faced challenges, and they went through a brief separation in the 1990s. The couple has one son, but Maxwell's career remained inconsistent, and he faced financial difficulties during a period of professional decline. Despite this, Caulfield remains active in television and film, now 65 years old, though the years have been a mix of bittersweet successes and personal struggles. Maureen Teefy, born on October 26, 1953, portrayed Sharon Cooper, the sweet and somewhat naive member of the Pink Ladies, in Grease 2, 1982, when she was 28 years old. Sharon's innocence and enthusiasm made her a beloved character in the film. Teefy's career, however, didn't take off in the way many had hoped after Grease 2. She faced numerous setbacks in the entertainment industry, with few roles of note. On the personal front, her life was equally challenging. Her first marriage ended in divorce, and although she had a child, the pressures of balancing family life and a sporadic career led to difficult choices. Teefy struggled with maintaining her career momentum while raising a child on her own. Over the years, she stepped away from Hollywood, finding peace in a quieter life away from the spotlight. Now 71, Teefy has found some fulfillment in the independent film world, though she remains out of the limelight for the most part. Michelle Pfeiffer, born on April 29, 1958, in Santa Ana, California, played Stephanie Zinone, the confident and independent leader of the Pink Ladies in Grease 2, 1982. At 23 years old during filming, Michelle's portrayal of Stephanie made her a standout, with a strong-willed character who wanted more out of life than just a greaser boyfriend. Though she gained recognition for this role, Michelle's early career was not without its setbacks. She struggled to find the right balance in her personal life and career. Her first marriage to actor Peter Horton in 1981 ended in divorce in 1988. The collapse of this relationship deeply affected Michelle, and she faced public scrutiny, but she eventually found love with television producer David E. Kelley, whom she married in 1993. The couple has 2 children, and despite the public challenges Michelle faced, she has enjoyed a successful and thriving career in Hollywood, with iconic roles in films like The Fabulous Baker Boys and Scarface. Now 66 years old, Michelle Pfeiffer remains a beloved actress, celebrated for her resilience in both her personal and professional life. Pamela Adlon, born on July 9, 1966, was only 15 years old when she played Dolores Rebchuk, Paulette's younger sister, in Grease 2, 1982. Despite her youth, Adlon's performance as the eager-to-join Pink Lady was memorable, and it marked the beginning of her acting career. However, her early years in Hollywood weren't as glamorous as they might have seemed. She faced challenges as a young actress, with few roles following Grease 2. Her personal life has been marked by the heartbreak of a troubled marriage to Felix O. Adlon, which ended in divorce after they had 3 children together. Adlon has spoken openly about the difficulty of balancing her personal life with her career, especially as a mother. She also struggled with the pressures of Hollywood's beauty standards and the toll they took on her mental health. Today, at 58, Pamela has reinvented herself as a successful writer, producer, and voice actress, with critical acclaim for her work on shows like Better Things. Despite her earlier struggles, she now lives a more peaceful and fulfilled life. Lorna Luft, born on November 21, 1952, played Paulette in Grease 2, 1982, at the age of 29. Paulette was a fun-loving, vivacious member of the Pink Ladies, always supportive of her friends and known for her bubbly personality. Lorna, the daughter of Judy Garland and half-sister to Liza Minnelli, grew up in the shadow of her iconic family. Despite her own musical talents, Lorna's career never reached the heights of her famous mother or sister. Throughout her life, she battled personal demons, including her struggles with alcoholism and depression. Her love life was troubled as well. Her marriage to Colin Freeman ended in divorce after 13 years, and the two had one child, a son named Jesse. Lorna has also faced the heartache of her mother's passing at a young age, which deeply affected her. Now 72, Lorna has moved forward, focusing on music and personal healing, though her life has been marked by the emotional toll of addiction and familial pressures. Tab Hunter, born on July 11, 1931, played Mr. Stewart in Grease 2, 1982, where he charmed both students and viewers with his suave, romantic persona. At 50 years old during filming, Tab was already a film star, having risen to fame in the 1950s as a heartthrob. However, his personal life was fraught with turmoil. He struggled with being a closeted gay man in an era when Hollywood demanded its stars conform to certain standards. His romantic life was brief and unfulfilling, marked by secrecy and emotional strain. Tab's career, though successful, was often overshadowed by his internal battles, and he went through periods of depression. Later in life, Tab came out publicly, gaining widespread admiration for his courage and finally finding peace with his identity. He spent his final years in a happy, stable relationship with his partner, Alan, and worked on projects that were personally meaningful. Tab passed away on July 8, 2018, at the age of 86 from a blood clot leading to cardiac arrest, leaving a legacy of both talent and personal triumph over adversity. Peter Frechette, born on October 3, 1956, is 68 years old today. He played Louis Demouky, the mischievous T-Bird with a knack for humor, in Grease 2, 1982. At 25 years old during filming, Peter's portrayal of Louis brought much-needed comic relief to the movie. However, Peter's career after Grease 2 was a roller coaster. While he found some success in theater, with notable performances in Broadway productions, his attempts to break into film were less successful. His love life mirrored his career struggles. Peter's first marriage ended in divorce, and although he remarried later, that relationship too eventually crumbled. He has one child from his second marriage but found that family life was also a source of stress. Peter's life was marked by mental health struggles, particularly depression, which affected his career choices and relationships. Now at 68, Peter has largely stepped away from acting, living a private life away from the limelight, dealing with the aftermath of his personal and professional challenges. Connie Stevens, born on August 8, 1938, portrayed Miss Mason, the warm and supportive teacher at Rydell High in Grease 2, at the age of 43. Growing up in New York, she had a tumultuous childhood, with her parents' separation leaving emotional scars. Her career initially soared with the success of her music and acting, particularly in the 1950s and 1960s, where she gained fame for her roles in films and television shows. However, the years after Grease 2 were marked by a series of disappointments. Despite her early successes, her acting career dwindled, and she found herself caught in a series of failed relationships. She married 3 times, but none of her marriages lasted. Her first marriage to actor James Stacey ended in divorce, and the pain deepened when she lost her 2 daughters from a later marriage to tragic circumstances. One of her children passed away at a young age, and the other suffered from serious health issues, weighed heavily on Connie, who also dealt with financial instability and personal struggles. Now at 86, Connie lives a quieter life, having largely retreated from the spotlight. Christopher McDonald, born on February 15, 1955, is 69 years old. He portrayed Goose Mackenzie, a loyal and playful member of the T-Birds in Grease 2, 1982. At 27 years old during filming, Christopher's portrayal of Goose added a unique dynamic to the T-Birds gang. Although he continued acting in both television and film, his career did not reach the heights that Grease 2 might have suggested. His roles in films like Happy Gilmore and Thelma and Louise did gain attention, but he also faced long stretches of unemployment. His personal life was full of turbulence, including a brief marriage that ended in divorce. He married again, but this relationship too was marred by difficulties, and although he has children from both marriages, they grew up amid the instability of his career. Christopher struggled with substance abuse issues for years, which made his professional life more challenging. At 69, he continues to act in a limited capacity but has largely retreated from the high-profile roles of his younger years. He is focusing on rebuilding his personal life, though he still faces the consequences of his past struggles. Adrian Zmed, born on March 14, 1954, is currently 70 years old. He portrayed Johnny Nagarelli, the confident and charismatic leader of the T-Birds in Grease 2, 1982. At 28 years old during the filming, Adrian brought energy and charm to his role, making Johnny a memorable character, particularly in his romantic pursuit of Stephanie. His career, however, did not soar as many had hoped. After Grease 2, Adrian faced challenges in Hollywood, struggling to find roles that could match his earlier success. His personal life mirrored this turbulence. His first marriage ended in divorce after a short period, and his second marriage was also strained. Despite having 2 children, the relationship faltered, leading to emotional distance. Adrian also dealt with personal battles, including financial difficulties and struggles with addiction, which caused a strain on his career and family life. Now at 70, Adrian occasionally works in television and theater, but he has largely retreated from the spotlight, living a quieter life after a series of setbacks in his personal and professional journey. Who is your favorite character from Grease? How do you feel knowing that some of the actors have passed away? Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoy this content, please remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss future videos. Thank you so much.